we have the opportunity to unpack an ActionSA law and order plan towards the implementation of police reservists into our broader and expanded crime fighting strategy. In the beginning of the year, ActionSA launched its inaugural manifesto as we look forward to our first participation in the national and provincial election. This was the culmination of an extensive consultative process that included academics, sector experts, and ordinary members of the party during the party's inaugural policy conference held in September 2023. The law and order policy proposal offers us the opportunity to reset the country's law enforcement apparatus. In essence, a blueprint towards a professionalized police force which through determination to the combating crime in all its facets. ActionSA believes that an increased police visibility can have the effects of reducing crime. That in our communities, more members of law enforcement are seen and conducting regular patrols, then it can deter individuals from engaging in criminal activities. This also holds true, especially where our rural communities are concerned. It is in these areas where a lack of planning results in the inadequate allocation of sufficient resources in order to execute our proposal for a context-based policing strategy. It will be incumbent on all stakeholders to be engaged and committed towards the seemingly insurmountable fight As ActionSA, we believe that incorporation reservists as part of the expansive law and order program, we can achieve the resourcing and capacitation challenge. Our intention is to prioritize reservists first when recruitment commences, as they are already trained and familiar to SAP's system. We believe that they must be hired as permanent members. We believe in that. Yes, we believe. I also say so. I, as an individual, I strongly believe that they can be hired permanently, reservists of the service, whether in administrative capacity or service or on the ground. I'm saying this because I know SAPS is using a lot of money in training reservists. And I'm very much happy because one of the speakers highlighted that they've sent them to training in Umtata College, which is true. There's a lot of money that is involved in training reservists. Even the in-service training, on-job training, you all start there before going out. So the time is money, everything is money, because those members, permanent members who are there, who are facilitating the in-service training, sometimes they are being taken from other areas so that they can assist. They're supposed to book them for accommodation, whatever. Money is involved there, but it's behind the scene. So that's why we strongly believe that there will be a way to be absorbed. So while we pursue this endeavor, we must ensure, as outlined in our policy suite, that we also support the professional development of the police service through improving the recruitment and vetting practices in the police service to appoint competent and committed individuals. Implementing strict physical requirements for entering the police service and maintaining compliance with this fitness requirement. Other speakers highlighted the BMI, body mass index, that is needed. We also believe in that. to improve those things. Improving training programs for new officers in the police service to establish a culture of discipline and respect for the uniform. Because it all starts there. There are things in the South African police service, as poison, that need no budget allocation, discipline, respect, the dress code, wearing of uniform. Those are the key things that we must start with. It may look like those are trivial things, but those are the things that will make the police gain their moral and upliftment. Because once you find a policeman wearing uniform without a headdress, it shows that person doesn't have that thing in his or her heart. And it reflects negatively to the subs as a whole, to everyone. So we need to start there. Those things, like I'm saying, it doesn't need any budget. It just needs ethical leaders, that they must also pursue these things, that all members are following code of ethics, code of conduct, the rules and regulations that are there, the standing orders that are there, even the Police Act, it is as it is. These are just a few of the many ways in which we can achieve a lean professional police service. Our policy also speaks on the need to boost the existing policing infrastructure through the expansion of police stations. This will require additional personnel to be added onto the South African police service system, where our reservists could also be deployed. In closing, we must be reminded that any crime-fighting strategy we develop must proactively center the people of South Africa first and recognize the role that reservists can play in reducing crime in our communities. They must be fairly compensated, continuously trained, and equipped with the requisite tools to be able to execute their mandate unimpeded. This will incentivize that they remain within the subs, while it also establishes the institution as the employer of choice, and thus making it an exciting employment perspective for those interested and committed to save the country. Experienced reservists must be retained within the system, where they can assist in the skills and knowledge differential to the younger generation entering the system, and complemented with a clear career progression to other divisions within police service. This is our commitment. Before I end, I want also to highlight this. As reservists, you know when you are applying, reservists is in 3 categories. Category 1, 2, and 3. That one no functional, doing this crime prevention thing, like we're saying, at the community service center, doing all those kind of things, opening case docket, attending complaints, is the category 1. Then we get the category 2, where we talk of specialized reservists. Those are people who are well educated, who have skills and whatever, having their qualifications, like in the various sectors within SABS. SABS is a broader church. There are lots of careers within SABS. Everyone is getting something in SABS. There is a section where one can fit. You know, we've got forensic, we've got ballistic, lot of things that are air wing, mountain law now, those that were hamba. We've got K9. There are a lot of things that are there. Those are falling in category 2, reservists. Then we've got the category 3, where we are talking of those who are doing our administration. We got all those different section that, finance, supply chain, like any other department, is within SAPS. So there's a lot of opportunities in SAPS. But maybe the problem, like the way I've heard some speakers saying, it seems as if most of challenge, I don't say the other categories doesn't have challenges, but most of the challenges are faced with the category 1. The way I understand the things, because most are talking with the CSC, talking of the crime prevention, the patrols, the operation, all those kind of things. Those are category 1. It seems that they're problematic. That is where we must just pin in and see what ActionSA is going to assist with together with our president and his team. So in closing, this is our commitment to you as ActionSA, and it is one that we intend to follow through without fear, favor, and prejudice. I would like to say, such a speaker was saying we are not campaigning, but kuze kusiletindo lethu tilunga tonke leti sifune president wethu Herman Fix-It Mashaba angene lapha e-ofisini lokuqala lelikhulu abe first citizen e-Republic of South Africa. Angeke kwenteke lokho singakakukhulumi, whether they will say we are campaigning or doing what, but it's a fact. We need to start there. Vote ActionSA come the 29th of May 2024, and let us remove this unpatriotic, uncaring government from the power. Only action will fix South Africa, and let's act as one. I thank you.